I don't know. I shower and I'll wash my chest and I'm still afraid my nipples are gonna fall off.
I don't think that's rational anymore.
It's not. It's just like this fear that I have of losing them. Hello. Oh, you were looking.
My bad.
Hello.
Hello. So this week we're going to talk about our experiences having top surgery, because we both kind of just had the same doctor.
Without knowing each other.
Yeah.
Like, we both had surgery before we met.
Yeah, it's one of the only ones I know of here.
Yeah, there aren't that many in Atlanta.
His name is Dr. Lindstenberg.
Yeah.
He's super awkward as a person, but
He's great.
but his coordinator, Carrie, I
love
her
Carrie
so much. She is
wonderful.
She's so kind.
She would call and just be like, "Hello, my dear, how are you?" And I'd be like, "Carrie."
Carrie, I love you. She was the best part of going there.
Yeah, 100%.
You had yours.
Mine was April 19th of last year.
September 7th, 2017. Which really? Is that?
So I'm just a little over a year post-op.
And so I am almost 3 years.
Wow.
That doesn't seem like... So, like, after having top surgery, first of all, highly recommend if you're even thinking about it. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Because fuck binding, honestly.
Yeah, binding is the worst.
It's so terrible. If you're going to bind, use an actual binder.
Please.
Please. Or, for a while, I used, like, 2 sports bras or something
That
like
works
that.
too.
That's
Just
fine, too.
not ACE or any kind of bandages like that, because the way they work is they get tighter the more you move. And that can be, that can be really bad. Also, make sure you wear your binder for, like, appropriate amounts of time, because I used to not do that, and my back got really bruised, and my chest got all bruised. Like, I was at the point where I was, like, sleeping in it, showering in it, like, I would not take it off because I was so dysphoric. Do not do that, because it can actually affect your top surgery later. Yeah,
it's gonna damage your skin.
Yeah, it does things to your chest if you do that, and luckily I hadn't been doing it for super long. Yeah, don't do that, because it will affect your results later in life, which is not wanted.
No. There are different types of top surgery. Mm-hmm. There's double incision, which is what both of us had. They cut down here and they take out all, like, the fat and whatever, and the tissue and stuff, and then they take your nipples off.
Yeah.
And they graft them, and they resize them and reshape them and whatever, and they put them back.
Yeah, if you're not squeamish, there are actually some videos of it.
Yeah.
Same thing with... I did.
Ooh, I tried to watch a bottom surgery video once, and
I have not watched a bottom surgery.
Don't recommend.
But, I don't know. For me, I would watch videos of the surgery so that I knew exactly what was going to be happening to me.
That makes sense.
And, I don't know. If it doesn't freak you out, they have some for keyhole, too, which is the other kind.
Yeah.
Which is...
From what I understand...
I've watched the surgery.
Oh, you did? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So
you can explain it.
But what they do is they cut around your nipple, and they actually... So they cut it around and fold it back, basically, and then they reach in and, like, take the breast tissue and take it out through the nipple, and then they do lipo, and then they put it back down and sew it.
That's for much
yes.
people for, like, with
very small chests.
So then, yeah, I asked to do that, and he was like, "No, that's not gonna work."
I didn't even ask. It was not a possibility.
There's no scars, no anything. That's the best part about keyhole.
Yeah, there's very minimal scarring, if any. Yeah. It's also weird because it gets itchy, but then you can't feel it.
Yeah.
So, like, you'll scratch, but it's, like, under the skin. I hate it. I just, like, end up hitting my chest, and everyone's like, what are you doing? But, like, that's the only way I can get any kind of, like, relief.
Oh, yeah, because after they do top surgery, of course, there are nerve endings and stuff that could not come back. You might gain feeling back. Like, I have absolutely no feeling in a majority of my chest.
Same.
Like, nipples, can't feel them at all. But they're there, so, you know, you do have the option of not having them put on.
Yes, and you can also, like, you can do that and just, like, get them tattooed, or do that and, like, do nothing and just have no nipples, like, live your life.
I don't care.
Yeah. Do what makes you happy.
I've seen the ones when they tattoo on the nipples that look so
They look so good.
So, you know,
yeah,
it's a more controlled way if you're concerned, like, your nipples aren't going to go back on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And, also some people's nipples are shaped weird, like...
Yeah, they're just like, I don't like these.
Yeah, some people are like, I'm not a fan, so they just
take them off.
Yeah. With that double incision, you're left with 2 scars. What was I going to say? Oh, drains. That's what I was going to talk about. So, when Jace had surgery, he did not have drains.
Yeah, Linsenberg was like, "Hey, yo, I don't want to use drains unless I absolutely have to."
He used to not.
Great.
As far as I know, when I was doing research on him back then, he used to just not do drains at all.
Yeah, I didn't have them.
But, I did. And
Ew.
that was, I can say, the worst part of surgery.
Oh, yeah. I expected it.
It's not No, it's not painful, and it's not the gross part. It's just uncomfortable. So what we do is he gave me this, like, pouch to wear around my neck, and then the drains would come out right here, and I'd just put them in the pouch. So I just always have to have this thing around my neck, and I, like, have this thing. I don't like wearing things for long periods of time.
How does that work with sleeping?
You mean?
You sleep with the drains in. Like,
Oh, it was awful.
like, how did you sleep?
It was terrible. It was just not fun. I didn't sleep. And also with that, I had to wake up. I had to drain my drains every 6 hours or so I had alarms set. So in my phone, I had alarms set for like every 6 hours. It said drains, and I was like, God damn it, because I could not sleep through the night. Also, I sleep on my stomach.
So you couldn't.
So I could not sleep. Leading up to surgery, I made like a list of like things I was gonna buy, like all that stuff. For some reason, I was like, I need a wedge pillow, because
Why did you?
I don't know. But it ended up being useful. I will say that. That was nice because it made it easier for me to sleep on my back. Because usually now, like the only time I can sleep on my back is if I have my arms over my head. Then I could sleep on my back.
But you couldn't do that.
But I could not do that. With surgery, and I couldn't sleep on my side.
Because you're stuck with your arms.
Yeah,
like
it's
this for
like
like
that.
2 weeks.
Awful. How did you feel about sleeping?
So I don't remember the day of. I remember sort of the night of waking up on the couch. And then I don't remember anything else for a minute.
I do not remember the 2 weeks after surgery.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was so high.
I was not. I don't know why you were prescribed different medication.
I don't know. He gave me some strong ass shit.
I had, I think it was hydrocodone mixed with ibuprofen. Like, it was like in one pill or something. So I wasn't high off my ass or anything.
I was so high.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I have a very high tolerance. But, yeah, I do not remember.
One of the only things I do remember is the power went out for a series of days. Like 2 or 3 days after I had top surgery. So I remember they gave me this little, the haircutting cake that we still use, the little stripey one. They gave me that because they were like, hey, when you need to bathe, whatever, you have to cover it up.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah, I know. They were like, you have to cover up.
I did not get one of those.
I don't know. But they gave me one of those, and I remember in the bathroom by candlelight, Nicholas bathing me because I couldn't move my arms well enough. And I was just like, well, did you have the scary things on your nipples?
The pumpkins?
Yeah, the little pumpkins.
Yeah.
So, well, because, like, okay, when you get out of the hospital, you're, like, wrapped up. Well, I was wrapped up in bandages and whatever because I didn't have drains.
Yeah.
And then when I took them off, for whatever reason, I didn't expect there to be things there. There's just little... So, basically, they're little... They kind of look like medical tape, but they also kind of look like pumpkins, but they're, like, stitched to your nipple.
It's crazy.
And I looked down and I was like, what is that?
Me and my friends, we called them the pumpkin nipples. And I just, like, walk around with that. Oh, I had a complication.
Oh,
I just remembered that.
You know.
Once I got my drains taken out, I actually had a little complication. Not anything, like, not surgeon's fault, nothing. It was just the way my body is. It can't do anything correctly the first time, apparently. So, what happened is this one, after I got the drain taken out, it kept filling out with blood.
Ew.
I have a video of this, too.
Oh, I know you do.
But... So it got so full of blood that, like, there was just so much pressure, and, like, I would, like, move it, and it would, like, jiggle. It was the weirdest thing. But I had to go in, like, every 2 days and have, like, this big-ass needle, like, stuck in my chest, and, like, they just pulled blood out, which was kind of gross.
Ew.
But I didn't feel it, so, you know.
I mean, that's nice.
And it made my chest feel better. But, like, eventually that stopped, and...
Well, that's good.
It's good now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, my surgery wasn't the smoothest, because, like, I just had a lot of stuff come up. Like, I bleed a lot, I bruised a lot, obviously, and then I had my complication.
Oh, yes, cutie? Yeah, I didn't have really any complications that I remember. Everything afterwards went fine. Did you have the medicated gauze stuff to put on your nipples?
Yes. That stuff sucked.
So, after you get your little pumpkins taken off, they give you, well, at least Dr. Linsenberg apparently gave us both this yellow, disgusting gauze.
It's awful.
And then you put it on your nipples, and then you put big old band-aids. I put big old band-aids
I put Band-Aids,
on there.
yeah.
Which, first of all, apparently I'm allergic to, like, you know, like the medical brown Band-Aids?
Yeah.
With a really strong adhesive? When I get my, like, blood taken or whatever, I know. When I get it taken and then they put a Band-Aid there, it'll, like, rip my skin off.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know, it sucks, because it was up here and I couldn't feel it, but I could feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, the worst part about the gauze things was, like, having to cut them.
it's
Because,
gross.
like, they were so sticky. They'd stick to
terrible.
everything, and I'd have to, like, cut them in half.
Because once it's on your chest, you don't feel it, because you can't feel anything
But
at
they
all.
just sucked.
How did you find Linsenberg?
He was good. It was a good experience.
No, how did you find him?
Oh, how did I find him? Oh, I thought you meant, like, how did you find him?
I mean, I don't know.
I found him. It's Memorial Day, so there's fireworks going on.
Oh, that's what that
Yeah.
was? I thought he almost dropped something. He's making crepes.
Ooh! I didn't know we were having crepes for dinner. But, I found him. So I was just kind of looking up surgeons in Atlanta. And
you fucked going somewhere.
yeah, and he's kind of the main one. I did a consultation with someone else that my friend went to, but my friend had keyhole.
Oh, I wish I could have had keyhole.
Yeah, same. My friend had keyhole, and she also, the surgeon, she also did double incision, but I couldn't find any, like, results or pictures of it or anything like that, so I was kind of, like, iffy. So, I just ended up going to Linsenberg for the consultation. So I had my consultation in, like, 2017, my first one, but then I had a lot of family stuff happen. Excuse me!
Why are you just on one? Yes, you.
Anyway, so I had a lot of family stuff happen, and then I ended up going back again sometime in 2019, like, beginning of the year, because Dr. Lissenberg started taking Aetna, which is my insurance, and so we were able to finance it through that, which was very useful. Still cost a lot, but...
Yeah, I went in for consultation in, like, January or February of 2017, something around there, and planned my whole life around it.
Yeah.
But, okay, so Nick and Sammie were getting married later that same year.
Yeah.
And so we were going to be gone for the honeymoon for, like, a week and a half or whatever. Anyway, so I was already taking less classes. Still full-time level, but, like, less classes. Maybe it wasn't full-time. I don't know. So I was like, oh, this would be a good time for me to just go ahead and do top surgery, because I will have less classes to worry about, whatever. And so, right after Dragon Con, September 7th, and it was right after Dragon Con, because I was planning around Rocky, because God knows I planned everything around Rocky. Planned the wedding around Rocky.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Whew. Yeah, so after Dragon Con, I think it was that Tuesday, I was so nervous. I remember getting there early. It was so early in the morning.
It was so early.
They wanted you to be there, like, it's like, what, 7 or 8?
I had to be there at 5.
Maybe it was earlier than that. I don't know. I don't remember.
That's also, like, different surgery times.
That's
stuff,
true.
But
it could have been a lot. I don't think
I
it
had to
was
be
5.
there. I had to be there super early.
I feel like I would remember that.
My dad was pissed.
Well, yeah, because did you have it at DeKalb Medical?
Yes.
That's the one you got a discount for surgery, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can.
It was far from us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was.
For us, it wasn't that bad because we live right down the street.
No,
basically.
for us, it was like an hour and a half or something. It was far.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
God, I can't imagine riding back after that.
I don't remember. I remember. I have a picture of me before surgery doing a thumbs up, And then I have a picture of me after surgery doing a thumbs up, because that's where my brain went. They gave me a little pillow to put over my chest for the seatbelt. So I had a little seatbelt pillow. That was fun, so that the seatbelt didn't rub.
I don't think I had that.
Yeah, I had that. It was a cute little pillow. Yeah.
There's just different things that he did. Like, I got a shower curtain, but you
I did not get a shower curtain. Obviously, I would say, like, I mean, it differs person to person.
I know,
but
it's just funny. Because it's just like...
I had it more
things.
recently, so, like,
Yeah.
my experience is probably going to be the one going forward for a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, when I had it, he did not take any kind of insurance, and so I was like, that's a lot of money. And so I used student loan refunds, and I had a lot of generous people donate on a GoFundMe, and ended up raising like $1,500 from that, which I highly appreciate. And we used Care Credit.
We did not get approved for Care Credit.
I did not get approved for Care Credit. Nick and Sammie did. So, yeah. Which Care Credit seems like it would be very helpful. We haven't, of course, been able to use it since top surgery because all of the money's on there from top surgery.
Yep.
But, yeah. Not a lot of insurances cover top surgery.
No.
Which I wish they did.
Yeah, well, more are. My dad's at first didn't, but my dad ended up going to, like, the top people. Like, Aetna covered it. Aetna covered it, but the specific plan we had with Aetna didn't, through my dad's work. But my dad's work is, like they pride themselves in being very, like, LGBT friendly. Like, they go to Pride every year and stuff like that.
Oh, so that...
So, like, my dad ended up going up to them and be like, hey, look, I have a trans kid. We want to get surgery, but we can't. Because the plan you have specifically excluded it. Like, it specifically said, like, will not cover this. So my dad was like, hey, let's fix that. So they ended up the next year, in 2019, they started covering it. So that's when I could look into it again.
How much did they cover? Was it a lot?
We still ended up paying about $8,000.
So not a lot.
No. Well, that's with hospital fees and stuff.
Yes. Mine was $8,500.
Yeah. Because what they do is if you have insurance, they charge you more. So that it still, yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. I'm actually probably going to be getting a revision done.
Linsenberg has free revisions for life.
Yes. Again, not anything that he did wrong. It's literally just my body. He was a great
surgeon.
surgeon.
Everything's settled.
Yeah, everything's settled. Like, it's not flat enough.
Yeah, you have to wait like what is it, a year?
A year or so. Before just to see how everything ends up.
Also, same thing for feeling.
Yes.
If you don't have feeling after a year, it's not coming.
Well, what happened for me is I lost a lot of weight after surgery.
So that makes sense.
So, like, my chest is kind of bigger than I want it to be right now, so I'm going to go in probably and get, like, a revision done of some sort.
It's probably just more lipo.
Yeah, probably. Well, I didn't have lipo done originally. I couldn't afford it. Like, not extra lipo.
Oh, you mean like around here?
The sides.
Oh, I didn't do all that either.
But I'm probably I'm gonna see if I'm able to do that.
You probably will be able to in the pectoral area.
Yeah.
Not like down here and stuff, but like this probably is just, that's an in-office thing, I think.
I hope so.
Because usually they do that, well, maybe not right now.
Yeah, well, not right now.
Global pandemic.
But in the future, I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, you probably, call Carrie. Carrie will figure it out.
Carrie will do anything for me. She would do anything for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She was
wonderful. Cannot recommend enough. Like, I cannot recommend her enough. So that's kind of our top surgery experiences.
It's kind of all over the place, but then again, we don't really remember it.
Yeah, you get drugged, you don't really remember after surgery. People came and visited me. I watched a lot of My Hero Academia. That's literally all I remember.
I remember being sore. I remember going to Rocky, which I wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah. I had top surgery like 2 months before I joined Rocky.
I had mine 2 years after joining Rocky. Alright, so we're gonna go have some crepes.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed, if you have more questions, feel free to ask and stuff. We might have a surprise in the future for the channel. Super exciting. We'll see.
Yeah.
If it works out.
Hit that smash.
Hit
Bye.
that smash. Bye.